Hello there everyone, this is Seb and welcome to another vlog thingy or something like that. I hope I am understandable through the microphone because this microphone has a live cat in front of it now and then. As Grizo is still here being the cute Grizo he always is, but making things a bit harder to record actually, but that's kind of his charm, isn't it? Anyway guys, it's been a long while, I am very sorry about that, and I figured I'd make a little video here, just going over where I've been and where I want to go, at least intention wise. And let's just start with the elephant in the room here, and that is that the setup has been changed a bit. I got a nice fancy desk here. I was not happy with the setup I was running with, how the camera was set up and how it became a bit awkward to actually present something because I had no room to actually place something somewhere. Also, the tower of power that was my heap of consoles just got messier and messier as I was adding things to it, and I was not happy with that. So I figured we needed to find a way to deal with that. So I came up with this kind of desk setup. So we have this new desk here where I can just sit behind, and I'd like to show you more, but obviously I can't show you the new desk because I would need a new desk to put the new desk on, but I already have the new desk to show you things on in general, so I can't put the new desk on the new desk. But believe you me, it has very sexy legs. What's also changed is that I used to sit here in the corner. You probably noticed where Grizo's favorite spot was because it's full with cat hair where he would lay comfortably against the wall. We'll have none of that anymore. Also, I am very sorry about the wall. This was never to be in a shot, it was just cheap stuff to fill up for a bit of sound isolation. So I need to change that, but the budget is running a little thin, I'm afraid. That's just what you get when you keep buying CDI crap like I do. Anyway, I digress. So what happened? Because last time I made a video was in September? Quite some time ago, and unfortunately what happened was that I once again kind of burned myself out. I just have this problem where I cannot maintain balance. Like, I easily go and do too much, and then eventually I just crash, and that kind of sucks. So that happened, and then whilst I was recovering from that somewhat, YouTube just pushed some changes through that just royally pissed me off. And actually demotivated me quite a bit. The thing that they changed is, like, you used to be able to click on which ads you would actually wanted to show up on your videos. And I would always prioritize like viewer experience, so I would get rid of the non-skippable ads, for example, and the mid-roll ads. I just do not want that crap in my videos. However, YouTube decided in their wisdom to help the content creators by just getting rid of all of that. It's now either you have advertisements or not. And the annoying thing is, if you disable advertisements, then you basically get rid of any discoverability that you ever had. And since the focus has also gone away from subscriptions, like you can subscribe on something, but the only way to actually see new uploads from your subscriptions is to actually go to your subscription page, which, let's be honest, rarely people do that, because I will give YouTube some credit. The home screen has become better in actually suggesting stuff that you are into. And also, I noticed, has become better in promoting newer upcoming channels with only a few, sometimes not even 100 subscription, but it's still a topic that I enjoy, then it just pops up. So that's a good change. But the reason is that because those videos are also littered with advertisements, because the annoying thing is, if you are not in the partner program, you are not being monetized, but it doesn't mean YouTube doesn't show ads on it. No. All the ads are still on those videos nowadays. It's just you don't see a penny of that. So you're really shooting yourself in the foot if you just turn off advertisements, which is something you can only do if you are a partner already. But if you do that, then there is no discoverability, so eventually you will probably get kicked out of the partner program, which means that you cannot use any monetization, and all the ads get enabled after all anyway. Only this time YouTube gets all of the profits. So one thing I do want to say, and I'm not sure if this is against the TOS of YouTube, but honestly I don't give a damn. But if you watch my videos on YouTube here, please by all means use an ad blocker, because YouTube can go screw themselves with their increased efforts to just push these advertisements. For example, something that I noticed and that just put fuel on the fire for me is that over here we had a YouTube Premium Lite subscription, which was $7, and all it did was get rid of all the advertisements on the site. And guess when they canceled that subscription? Just completely got rid of it, and everyone who had it had to change over to the normal subscription of YouTube Premium, which is of course $5 more. And that was in August. Just before they pushed this change, where advertisements became more of a forced necessity, and also, a month before they tried to crack down on ad blockers, which of course is failing. Never tell the internet what they shouldn't do, because that's just a disaster in waiting to happen for your website. What also heavily annoys me with YouTube in particular when it comes to advertisements is that there is no control on the actual advertisements. Like, all the content creators have to adhere at these strict guidelines, which also seem to have like double standards, just to make things a bit worse. But when it comes to the ads, there is no control on that. The users need to, you can report the ads, but why the hell would I do your job, YouTube? No. If you are insistent on showing us ad, then at least have the decency to have some quality control before you push out those literal scams that are still being advertised to this day. And it just brings my blood to a boil that the only way to get rid of those is for users to do the policing and report those things. I'm sorry, YouTube, that's just not a thing that's gonna happen. So yeah, that pissed me the hell off, that I can no longer have any control over that, and I'm just if I want to make videos, I'm kind of forced. I can choose to just turn them off, but it's kind of this thing, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I think I just have to realize that I just need to ignore this problem and just go with it. It seems like there's barely any backlash on this, so maybe I am just not with the times anymore, and it's just not as big of a problem for many people. But to me it is. I get pissed off by that kind of stuff, but for others it just seems to be the normal, which I find a bit sad, how much we get manipulated into these kind of normals, because you will see a bigger push towards ads that are non-skippable. You will soon see that it becomes normal that you have to sit through like 1 minute of ads before you can enjoy your video of 10 minutes. I say no to that, and I hope other people say no to that. Keep just in mind that you are way more important for YouTube than YouTube is for you. And that's we often as end users seem to forget that we have quite a lot of power. And I also know that some people are going to say, but Seb, there is a YouTube Premium, you can get rid of the ads in a fair way if you want to. Yeah, remember that I said YouTube kind of screwed up, and it's in multiple ways. And I think the way they actually screwed up here is that they decided to spread themselves out a bit too thinly. Like, the one thing they had really in the bag was long form content. They still dominate in that market, but since the user experience on YouTube has become worse and worse over the years, you do see that more competition is starting to pop up and actually do fairly well. So I'm curious to see where it goes. But instead of focusing on this tool, YouTube decided to also focus on streaming and these short videos, and they did manage to get a good market share on there, but they are by no means the biggest there, and it's unrealistic that they will take that away from Twitch and TikTok. So it seems like a lot of wasted potential and cost that they could have better spent in making what they were already masters in even better, and focus on that, and also, provide perhaps some more service in their premium package, because I have no problem in paying for innovations. I just refuse to pay under threat of limitations, which is basically what the premiums package has come to. Because what else is there? What else does it offer? Nothing. There is no, well, there is YouTube Music, but I don't know, I can already do that on my smartphone. There's plenty of apps that do that already. So again, something that's not really a whole big benefit. You can download videos. That's often touted as a good feature. Well, when do you need that actually? When do you need to download a video? I can imagine something like if I would to go hiking in the mountains where there is no connection and I want to bring some cool videos with me, then I would download it. Problem being, if I am there for a week, after 3 days, those videos don't work anymore because it needs to keep connected to the internet. I think it needs to check in every 72 hours, otherwise the downloaded videos don't work anymore. So if you just get the videos through some other means, you can use them indefinitely. So yet again, a example where the pirated version, if you actually want to call it pirating, is a better experience than the paid version. It makes no sense, and there is just again no actual service benefit there. Is there anything else? Well, YouTube originals. Okay, what's the last YouTube original you know about? Really, I don't think they have anything going for them anymore. They used to have some cool stuff, like Cobra Kai, I think started as a YouTube original. Awesome series, got rid of it. Don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's, spreading yourself too thin. Another YouTube original I actually like was Minefield from the Vsauce guy. That was a fun series, but now I think the only things I ever have as a YouTube original are like all this kid stuff, and YouTube is already full of a lot of low effort kid stuff. There is no lack of content for to keep the kids playing the ads, because let's be honest, it's basically what they're there for. So yeah, I just see no benefit for such a rather expensive package. Like, it's just $12, right? But anyway, I've been going on what just pissed me off, but yeah, that really demotivated me. And the way I need to just get over it is just accept that, I might be in the minority. Maybe it's not a big deal for a lot of people. But again, I want to stress, if you watch my videos, please never feel ashamed to use a ad blocker. They still work. There's plenty of ways around YouTube's stupid ad blocking. Just find something that works for you. I'm not here to make money. Of course, if it makes money, that would be great, so I can change my back wall here. But I just want to have fun making these videos, and I need to get back to that, because it's this kind of crap that just ruins the fun for me, because you're kind of forced on YouTube to play this numbers game and get involved in the algorithm, and my brain is I have plenty of problems, okay, but one problem that I have, if I know something is supposed to work a certain way, then I need to do it that way. And so it's very hard if I upload something and it says something like, oh, fill in the text, and I should fill in the text. How should I fill in the text? And then I can literally waste an hour on just figuring out what would make sense on tags. Same with the description, same with the title. And it's all stuff that for videos like mine, it doesn't matter in the end, because my videos don't blow up that much anyway. But still, in my head, it's there. I need to do it, and I cannot seem to get rid of it. So I need to find a way around that, and this is just completely ignore that stuff. It's just something that just takes away from the fun of it. I also started the year being very sick. I always have a nice little drink on New Year's Eve. And this year, the 1 year I didn't have anything to drink, and I wake up with like the hangover of a century. I don't know why that was, but yes, such a bad headache and such an upset stomach for most of the first week of my year. So that wasn't great. But yeah, that was basically when I took a look at the setup and I'm not happy with that, so I'm just gonna change this up. Now, I've been busy in the meantime in changing things up, and it's not ready yet because of course I misjudged the things, how they would work out, and it still isn't, there still needs to be a lot of stuff done. I need to make a place where I can actually put all my consoles so that I can just put them away, and if I, for example, want to do a stream with the Commodore 64, get the Commodore 64, put it here, connect it, and just play it. I want to get my screen here, and so I can actually play again as well. And this desk can also go up, so I can have, if I want to, I can stand, which oftentimes presenting is just, I don't know, it feels better if you're standing. So that will be great, and I can pace around. I love pacing around. So that's good, but yeah, that I still need to work on that. Hopefully I can get that done this weekend, where I can set up my PC and the monitor. But I probably need to get another couple of cables because some of my cables are too short. Also need to work on the audio. Because I have this thing here, which is an awesome microphone, but during my streaming I was not happy with the audio at all. Because these microphones are great if you're close by to the microphone, but because I can't see well, I need to be, looking at the screen, and then my face is not near the microphone. So the audio was all over the place and I was not happy with it. So I need to figure something out for that. Another problem of mine that I already hinted at is like the balance. Like, how do I keep balance in what I actually can do with the things that I want to do? And that is something that I need to find also some help with. I used to be this guy who put something in his head and I just work on it, but I can't do that anymore because my energy is just it's just not sustainable for me anymore. But I am very bad in finding some structure, so I actually need to learn some new skills there and how to actually do that. Like, I have never in my life used an agenda because I just kept everything ordered in my head, like what needed to be done when, and just deal with it. And if I got in a bit of time restraint, I would just pull a one-nighter and such, and pull through. I can't do that anymore. If I am, for example, doing a stream that tended to be 3 or 4 hours, I have to recover for 2 days. Has a lot of reasons why. I won't go too far into it, but yeah, that is a big problem for me, and I don't know how to best deal with that. I need to find some help with that. I am exploring possibilities there for some kind of help, that someone can help me coach in that direction, in finding some structure and learn some skills in that, doing things orderly, and just stick to one thing and not start off on 5 different projects, because the annoying thing is that eventually it gets so demoralizing and I get so tired out that I either burn up or I just get stuck in inactivity, not knowing which thing I actually should do. So that I need to work on, which might not be fun, but it will be productive, hopefully, so I can actually get some more stuff out there, because there's nothing else really going on in my life right now, so I might as well try and focus as much as I can on making videos again. And it doesn't mean I need to have a video out every week or anything, but it would be nice if there was something out there at least once a month or something. I would like to bring back some more video essay like things on specific games, maybe on CDI, maybe on some other things that I just enjoy, where I just make a video that is kind of a cross between like a guide through the game and a review where you go over the background of a game, but also, you know, explain how you play through the game. I would also love to make once more a Let's All Play In series where, you know, we do voice acting, and I'm also making a bit of a crossing between a walkthrough where I talk during gameplay on what you're actually doing, maybe give some history or tips about the game, but also where all the NPCs are voiced by fellow YouTubers, or at least people who just want to help with that project. Because the one I did for the Battle of Olympus is, I guess, the project I am still most proud of. Really enjoyed working on that and the way it turned out. It was a project that kind of broke me, so it's again something that I need to see how I can do that. But doing another one of this is it would be great. And of course, I would love to do some more streaming, because I find streaming that I get some interaction from that. Although I will probably get rid of streams where I play through a game that spans over multiple sessions, and just stick to games that either smaller games to just check out, or starts of games, maybe like, oh, I might want to review this, let's get a start on it on stream, or games that I know I can complete in one session. And if, you know, they're all separate, I can say to myself, okay, if I don't feel like doing one today, then I can more easily just skip something there. And I think that will be very good for me, that, you know, some games, some days I feel great, like today, and some days I feel terrible and I'm like on the couch all day long, which was yesterday, funnily enough, because I was recovering from, pushing around all my furniture in the house, and it just took like everything out of me for some reason. It doesn't take much anymore, unfortunately. I would like to also make some new reviews for newer games, and mostly stick to games that just look really interesting to me, which will most likely be in the indie scene, and also maybe for another system I have just picked up that might be interesting. And tied to that, I also want to make some more videos specifically about my eyesight, or eyesight in general, and maybe some accessibility awareness, as it were. Because, you know, I am called the half-blind gamer, but I have never actually focused much attention on that. And I'm noticing that, as my vision is degenerative, and it is getting slightly worse and worse, I feel like it would be time to just talk about it, and, you know, all the stuff, what's wrong with it, and if also other people have some issue with their sight, you know, to give them some ideas on how I deal with things, and maybe I can learn from others how they deal with it, because let me tell you, I am not the most efficient at all, and even those who are completely blind can still enjoy games, let me tell you. I got my ass beat by a blind Street Fighter player multiple times. Now, of course, I'm also crap at Street Fighter, but it's just amazing what accessible game design can already do. So I would like to, make some more informative videos about that, and just sight and the things that can go wrong with sight. That I think there is some interest there, at least from me, to talk about it, and hopefully also from you guys. But as you hear, there's a lot of things I want to do, and I just need to find a way to actually find some structure in that, because obviously I cannot do everything. So if you have any ideas on the things that you would enjoy seeing the most, then by all means let me know. Anyway guys, I want to thank you very much for hanging out, for sticking around with me, and for all of your patience and also your kind support over the years. And even still, I don't know how I deserve it. I probably don't, but yeah, just goes to show how many good people are there on the YouTubes. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. And until then, take care. For now, I say, de mazzel.